Before I go run and teach, I wanted to give y'all a little update on the house situation. Just like when you have a breakdown. I finally feel like my pain has a purpose. Love you, you're the best. Have an amazing day, okay? Bye, thank you. I am taking a little energy strip before I go teach my mat Pilates class, and today is a little bit different because I am subbing after my mat class, a reformer class, and then my day gets going. So let's go do that. I'm excited. Last week I actually didn't teach downstairs mat because I subbed upstairs and there wasn't an instructor to like switch back and forth. So I haven't taught in a week, and I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but in my head I'm like, how do I do this? Even though I've been doing this for literally years, it always hits me. I don't know why. Before I go run and teach, I wanted to give y'all a little update on the house situation. And that is this. I'm gonna wait until August to make a decision because I feel like a lot of things are gonna come into play between now and August. What do I wanna do? There's so many different pieces here to where I am going to trust my intuition and know that when August comes, I will have a clearer answer and trust the process. So on that note, let's go teach. Downstairs class is done. Time to run upstairs and teach one reformer. Right eye. So cross your body just a little bit. Inhale, lower all the way down, make the right knee with you. Inhale, lower all the way up. Roll. Don't rip with your toes. Open out. And there it is. Exhale, lift. Small. Tiny towards the mirror. Tiny away. 5 more like that. It looks like I'm ahead. Oh my gosh, wait. This is the worst angle possible. Post-teaching, I ran home, I changed, and now I'm doing a library book drop-off and then grocery shopping. Then I need to work out and go over my summer custody calendar. Riveting day! How's my favorite grocery store associate? Good. Hi. Post-shower. I'm all clean. And you might be like, Sarah, why aren't your overhead lights on? Well, it's nighttime. And at night, I try not to turn on my overhead lights because circadian rhythm, blah, 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 blah. Now, granted, I do have my ring light on. So does that defeat the purpose a little bit? Maybe, but something's better than nothing, right? A little something? I don't know. When I was at Sprouts today, I picked up a bunch of new Mad Hippie products because I'm going back to the basics. I've had the really expensive brands. They all work the same. This is just a little bit of a vitamin C serum. I like that. Ooh, it feels good. I heard recently that you're supposed to let your skin products dry for 2 minutes before applying the next one. So in the breathwork fight video I briefly mentioned this concept about open loops, and I just thought of such a good example of what open loops really are and the reason I use breathwork to help not only close them, but sustain healthy energy flow. So you know when you have too many browser tabs open and your computer starts to slow down a little bit? Well, emotionally, we do the same exact thing. And an open loop is any unresolved feeling. Maybe it's something that you haven't fully expressed yet or a decision left hanging. So think about it. When you wake up in the morning, you just have a list of things you know you need to do. A really good action point from there would be to write them all down so you're not having to mentally store them. And then as you go out through your day and check them off, you are completing all of those loops. Now, just take that and think energetically when it comes to any emotion, any feeling, any unprocessed stress response. And all of these loops take up mental energy and space just like all of the open tabs on your browser. And without tending to them, they'll start to pile up and your system will crash, just like if you leave all of the tabs open on your computer, it will not only go slower, but it will eventually start to crash, just like when you have a breakdown. And that's why I personally use breathwork. It's a daily reset in space that helps me release small bits of emotional clutter, emptying my tank before it overflows. So as you go throughout your day and you start opening up tabs, are you actively closing them down by the end of the night? Or are you waking up the next day with 5 extra tabs open from the night before and then having new ones be open throughout your day? And this is what I like to call energetic hygiene. Just like you take a shower when you're dirty and you rinse off and get rid of all of the gunk, you can do the same thing when it comes to your emotion and processing. And that is your mini lesson for the day. So on that note, I'm gonna go to bed and I will see you in the morning. My skin feels so good this morning. Look at that. Me? Wow. Today's gonna be a good day.
I just finished teaching a 3P. It was really good. I got to take the second class because there weren't a ton of girls in it, and that was so nice. So my workout for the day is done. Step one of balancing all the things I have to do today and being a present mom. Boo Boo wanted to do nails. I don't remember the last time I put press-on nails on. I used to get my nails done all the time. Then I stopped because I got sick of it. Sick of having to get them like filled and gel and all of that. And so I took like a long break. And I feel like this is gonna make me want to start getting my nails done again. My fingers are glued together. Okay. Well, my day of balance went kind of well. It is currently 11:35 p.m. and I am prepping for the breathwork journey that I'm leading tomorrow. I just finished making my breathwork journey pamphlet. This is a big upgrade from what I originally had. It has lots of information on nervous system, journaling questions, and on the back, a guided breathwork practice. And I'm currently typing up the document for me to refer to as I prep them to go into it. So just honestly listing like bullet points so I don't forget anything. That's really important. But back to the balance section. So as much as I wanted to bounce kind of back and forth between like to-dos and being a mom and then going back to my to-dos and then being a mom, she needed a lot more presence than I was expecting, which is all right. And that's why I'm up at 11:36 p.m. finishing this up because I got her to bed and I have been going over this for the last couple of hours. I also have my custody schedule for the summer here and I understand exactly when I get my kid, exactly the time changes, exactly the extended possessions, how summer transitions work. Honestly, the way legal wording is written in court documents is so confusing sometimes. I have to reread lines over and over and over because there will be a line that explains to you exactly your possession. And then 3 lines later, that line will be contradicted by something else. And so I was like piecing everything together and finally got it squared away. This is the first summer that I like my summer custody schedule because we did get our final custody orders this past year, which really redefined the way our summers work. I have majority custody during the school year. So in the summers, my daughter goes with her other parent, just like a little bit more. But the way it was rearranged in our court documents honestly makes it a lot more even and a lot more fair than it has been previously. So I'm super grateful for that. Me and my baby daddy actually work together a teensy bit, and I literally mean teensy, like this, not even that much, like this much worth to get the summer custody schedule done. We do have a timeline on it. Like he has a certain date he has to send me all of his information by, and then I have a certain date I have to send all of my information by. But with both of us sending information, we need clarity from each other on, hey, are you going to be in town this weekend because I'm going to trump your weekend? Hey, where are you going to be at this location? What time is the swap? There's so many things, y'all. It is honestly a full-time job figuring out these custody schedules, but I got it done and I'm really proud of myself. I do need to go to bed soon, so I'm gonna wrap all this up and we are going to lead a breathwork journey tomorrow, and I'm honestly really looking forward to it. I was talking with my best friend today, how I was kind of reflecting on this last year, and if this last year felt more like I was going down a side stream or if it felt like truly aligned with my path and where I want to go in life. And I told her, I was like, for the first time, I'm starting to understand the purpose behind all of the pain I've gone through and how I am alchemizing it, and how the true form of alchemizing is coming through service, through stuff like a breathwork journey. And I just realized how this past year has taught me so many lessons. In so many ways, I've had to learn to hold myself a lot deeper than I previously had. And when I dropped in today to my breathwork practice, that's when it hit me that, Sarah, this entire past year has been preparing you for right now. For you to not only speak about breathwork and share what you know on the internet, but in person with people in direct transformational experiences. So I finally feel like my pain has a purpose. And your girl has gone through a lot, but it's all starting to finally make sense. And I feel like this puzzle that I've been building throughout my life, I'm starting to understand the picture a little bit and get a lot more clarity. And it's honestly a relief. On that note, I'm gonna go to bed. It's almost midnight, so I'm fully rested and ready for tomorrow. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.